Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I salute every one of you wherever you are listening. My name is MAP Ezioku Bundu 1 in Biafra land, and I greet every one of you wherever you are. I have come this evening to preach the gospel truth, the gospel of Biafra restoration. And this evening, I am going to hit the nail on its head. And I must salute the leader of IPOB, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, in the person of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, whom I call Ikukwana Afwanya, the breeze that you can see. I also salute the leadership of IPOB, the Directorate of State, DOS, led by MAZI Chika Edoziem and his cabinet, his Q members. I greet every one of you. I also salute every IPOB principal officers and our gallant men, Eastern Security Network, ESN. I salute you all. I must not forget to salute our erudite barristers, the Iroku, Chief Mike Ezekome, and the erudite barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and the rest of them. I salute you all. And also the IPOB media warriors, those that are genuine, not Mkurumiri group. Those that are genuine, I salute you all. And I salute every IPOB member worldwide. This morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on your time zone, I have come to preach the gospel truth, and you might not like the way I speak. I am sorry, this is the way I am speaking. I can't change it. And I cannot take because of you and change my style, because this is my style and this is me. This is the real me. I don't pretend. And I don't look for face. I am in IPOB to contribute my own quota, to put my own effort, to do what I can do, what I know I can be able to do. That's why I am in IPOB. And I must tell our people the truth. If you check the caption, this is the right time for Biafrans to demand, I made a mistake there, to demand for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu release, and also a call for referendum, Biafra referendum. On this note, I will start telling our people, Ndị Igbo, Ndị ọma njem ọnụ, the Biafrans at large, the great Biafran people. It doesn't matter your tribe in Biafra land. What matters is your freedom. No matter how you think you are free, no matter the amount of money you have today, nothing is sweeter than freedom. And I will not take much time, because in today's program, I will love our people to call in, to come and ask MAZI Achebe Paul that question, to come and ridicule MAZI Achebe with facts and figures. I will give Biafrans the chance to speak on what they think that we, the Biafrans, can do to restore Biafra. So I am going to speak at least 30 minutes, and I will drop my phone number and also drop the link. You now choose the ones you can take to make your own contribution. So on this note, I am calling on Biafra. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we have tested the zoo. We have tested the contraption called Nigeria. We have tested the zoo called Nigeria. We have done everything within our capacity. We have given everything we have. We have fought for betterment of Nigeria. We have done everything to make Nigeria work. For more than 100 years, we are trying to fix a Nigeria. But guess what? Nigeria have grown beyond repair. Nigeria have damaged beyond repair. Nigeria have crossed the Rubicon of reparations. So nobody can repair Nigeria. Now, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, who was once a campaigner for a betterment of Nigeria, but when he realized that he is in a wrong path, when he, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, realized that Nigeria cannot be repaired, that Nigeria is like a motor that have been crushed and fold. You cannot repair it. What you can do is to just pieces it and they rebrand it again and to start afresh. What does that mean? It means that Nigeria, the condition of Nigeria today is total disintegration of Nigeria, referendum for our people to know where they will belong. Now, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, who established the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a group that is fighting for the freedom of over 70 million Biafrans. Like you all know, the moment you choose to be a freedom fighter, at that moment, you will lose your own freedom. You will lose your freedom. Any day, any time, any moment, you decided that you want to be a freedom fighter, that moment, your own freedom, you will lose it. You will lose it to the enemy. You can only regain your freedom as a human being when you achieve that dream of liberating your people, of getting the freedom of your people, of getting the freedom of the people you are fighting to liberate. And this is exactly what MAZI Nnamdi Kanu has showed us, that his own freedom have been taken away. That is why he was kidnapped for more than going to 3 years now. And he have been kept in one room, incommunicado. The only people that communicate with him is the few people that went there to visit him. On this note, I am telling Biafrans, we have tested, go and get your PVC. We have gotten the PVC. We have tested, go and vote out the bad governor. Your vote counts. You have voted. You have tested it. You have tested, we will reclaim our mandate. You have seen all these things, that all of them have came and failed in your own very eyes. You have seen that every effort to show that Nigeria can work again have the Nigerian Fulani Janjaweed and the Yoruba Caliphate have make sure that the Nigeria cannot work again. And that is why I am calling on Biafrans and the lovers of freedom to tell you that the time for you to leave that one Nigerian mentality, the time for you to start thinking about your future, the time for you to start thinking, how can we do to be free from this contraption called Nigeria? How can we liberate ourselves from this zoo called Nigeria? The time for you to put on your brain, to put on your thinking faculty, to make sure that you will start reasoning like a human being instead of you believing in delusion. The time is now. On that note, I put it to you, Biafrans, that IPOB alone cannot restore Biafra. IPOB alone cannot give you the freedom you desired. IPOB alone cannot bring that thing that you are crying for over many decades. The only way the IPOB can achieve the freedom of over 70 million Biafrans is by the Biafrans, is by the at least let the 70 to 80% of the Biafrans rise up. If they rise up and they make a demand, like I told you people, those of you who study the economy in your university days, or your polytechnic, or your higher institution, we know that there is a difference between demand, need, and want. And they will give you an example. When you are broke, when you don't have money, you want to have you want to buy a Lincoln limousine, you want to buy G-Wagon, you want to become king, you want, but you don't have the capacity to have what you wanted to have, because you don't have the fiscal cash. You are not financially buoyant. You are financially handicapped. That will make you not to achieve that you want. Now, I want Biafran people to metamorphose from want to demand. Now, there is need. Need is almost the same thing with want. Oh, I need this. I need a very portable house. I need, but my cash will not be able to buy it. The money you have at that moment cannot give you that thing you want. But what is the mind? The mind is when you need an iPhone, and that iPhone is being sold for 1,500 euro, and you have up to 2,000 euro in your pocket. Automatically, you will demand for that iPhone because you are capable and you are able. You have the capacity to acquire that iPhone. You have what it takes to buy that phone. Automatically, you don't need that iPhone. You don't want that iPhone. You demand for that iPhone because you have the cash to cater and to pay for that iPhone and to take it away, take it to your home, and automatically the iPhone will belong to you. That is the power of the mind. That is the power of the mind. Now, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon, suffering for me and you. You have the capacity, you have what it takes to demand for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu release. You don't need MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to be released. No. You don't want MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to be released. No. You don't wish for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to be released. No. You make a demand. How can you make this demand? How can you know your potentials? That is why I say that if the Biafrans truly love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu should unite every Biafrans. The freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the suffering of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the pain of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu should be your concern at this point of time. You will say no to anything that has to do with Nigerian politics. You will say no to anything that has to do with go and vote, reclaiming mandate that is impossible. At this junction, you are ready to do the undo. You are ready to tear the zoo apart. You are ready to act, to put actions. You are ready to strike. You are ready to make sure that if heaven wants to fall, let that heaven fall. But your freedom and the MAZI Nnamdi Kanu must be released. At this junction, I am calling on Biafrans to know that the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies on Biafra restoration, and the Biafra restoration does not lie on the freedom of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and that will make you, if you are thirsty you are thirsty of freedom, you want freedom, you so desired freedom, the time for us to start acting is now. The time for us to start making moves, taking steps, very dangerous steps, making dangerous moves, breaking the yokes, turning every stumbling block to a stepping stone. The time is now. We cannot fold our hands and watching our only lawyers to be going to court, and they will be shifting the date, doing this all manner of things, taking the whole Biafrans for granted, making us look stupid before the world, making us look like a toothless bulldog. The hour for us to show the capacity, what we have in us, the hour is now. And that is why, if truly you are a Biafran, if truly you love MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, what you will be asking yourself is this: what can we do to restore Biafra? What can we do to take down the zoo? What can we do to dismantle the zoo? What can we do to bring confusion in the center so that the center cannot hold again? The moment you start thinking on the actions you can take for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, how can you take blood for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? How can you take blood for your own freedom? The moment you start thinking this, you will see the spirit of Biafra will come in you. The knowledge, the power will enter you, and you will not know how you will do it. And you will see yourself fighting for the freedom of your unborn children. That is why I say to you all that the hour has come. If you know what you can do now, what I expect every Biafran now, do you know the energy, the capacity, the effort, how you prompted, you carried that very obedient movement that has nothing to offer you today? These are the same energy you need to apply for the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because we can no longer keep quiet and watch MAZI Nnamdi Kanu suffer in DSS dungeon. We can no longer keep quiet, watch MAZI Nnamdi Kanu suffer like somebody that has no followers. We cannot keep quiet or watching MAZI Nnamdi Kanu being treated like a fowl, like a chicken, like a common criminal. It is not speaking good about us. It is not making good history about the Biafrans. It is a sign of weakness. It is a sign of abandoning MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. It is a sign that you have nothing to offer. It is a sign that you are incapacitated. It is a sign that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have been alone for a very long time. Now, this is the right time. As any Igbo man, I told you people when you were chasing obedience, I said, look, my brothers and sisters, look, my people, Mr. Peter Obi is our brother from Anambra State. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is our brother from Abia State. All of us are one, that we cannot support these two people and have any good result. Supporting these two people is like dividing ourselves into pieces and allowing the enemy to penetrate us. That is what is making us to look like somebody, a group of people that has no directions. Now, the issue of P2B have made us, when I say us, yes, including you, because when the you people start campaigning for P2B, saying obedient, automatically you abandon MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Now that obedience have failed woefully, why can't we gather ourselves, come together with one mind and spirit, with one vision and mission, with one power to strike the zoo and bring everything about that zoo down? Why can't we do it? Why? Have we demanded for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu release? The answer is no. Have we taken any actions that is reasonable and tangible to shake the zoo? The action we need to take is not just in Biafra land. You cannot be fighting for freedom and be sitting comfortable, transacting comfortable with your enemies. We cannot be shouting we need Biafra, that Nigeria are killing us, Nigeria are marginalizing us, while we are making transaction with the North, making transaction with Yoruba. There must be a measure we need to put in a place, which economic sanction is one of them. When I say economic sanction, banning of Yoruba, yes, banning of Yoruba and the northern goods and properties is one of the measures. Our people coming down home is one of the measures. These are some sacrifice you need to put in a place. You need to make sure that any actions we are going to take, it will be all over and it will affect our oppressors. You cannot be eating and dining with your oppressors. It shows that you are living in peace. when you are in the north, you are living comfortable. What shows that you need a freedom? It's like the same Ukraine that is fighting war with Russia. You will see Ukrainians going to Russia to do business, Russia coming to Ukraine to do business. Automatically, we know there's no law, no war there. If we truly need this Biafra freedom, if we truly want MAZI Nnamdi Kanu out, there must be an actions. There must be an actions you need to take. There must be a demand. When you are making this demand, it will be paining you. You will be facing the pain, and the people you are fighting will be facing the pain too. Biafra cannot be restored while we are flaunting, saying peace, let the peace reign. We need peace. No, we can't get freedom with peace. Peace can only come when we start fighting. The enemies will come for peace. Then you give them terms and conditions for the peace, which is Biafra referendum and the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. How do you expect the zoo, the contraption you call Nigeria, how do you expect them to listen to you? Enough. Why we shouldn't be calling United Nations on our freedom, because United Nations cannot help us to achieve any freedom. We shouldn't be calling Germany, France, Britain, all these countries we are calling. We shouldn't be calling them because they cannot help us. You can't be calling your oppressors to come and help you. You can't be calling your enemies to come and help you. It's like in the Niger Republic that is fighting now with France. You will come out and be calling France to come and help them. How is that possible? How can Niger Republic be calling France or be calling Europeans to come and help them, knowing fully well that the people that put them in this mess, in that suffering today, are the France and the Europeans? The same fate that holds Niger Republic is what is holding Biafra today. That is why I say that the freedom of Biafra lies in the hands of Biafrans. If we can rise up and bullshit the France, bullshit the Britain, say no to this United Nations, and tell the EU to go to hell, and we will rise up, come together in mass, and make a demand. The power belongs to the civilians. What is keeping us down is because the people have not realized their capacity. The reason why we are still in this mess is because the people who are supposed to rise up to liberate themselves have not realized the power in them. I was speaking with one of the Italian politicians 3 days ago, and I said to him that, look, the European soldiers, the European governors, the Western leaders are using Africans to kill Africans in order to make sure that they steal what belongs to us. Do you know what this man said to me? He said that Africans are not yet ready for freedom. That if Africans are ready for freedom, that they cannot use their military gun and bullets to get their freedom. What they need to do is to find the military man that will be in power and that will order the soldiers not to shoot the civilians. The citizens of Africans, the civilians, the indigenous people will come out with protest to make a demand. And I asked him, what type of demand? He said that if the indigenous people rise up today and say that they don't need France, they don't need Italy, they don't need Germany, they don't need Britain, they don't need any country in their land, that this is the only process any country can come into their land, and the military back off for them without the military shooting them, without the military firing them. He said that within 1 month, all the Africans will liberate themselves. That you don't need gun, you cannot use gun to chase out Europe. What you need to do is to make sure that the military don't kill you people. That the moment the military stand aside, I say, how can we not get the military by our side? He said that those that want to liberate the people need to be in the military. And their mission should be how to take over power in the military, not how to become governor or how to be president. He said, then those abroad, those outside that very country, will now start the same protest that is going on in their country. You will start it in the same country that is oppressing you. He gave me an example of maybe this, as I am here in Italy. If Italy is the country that is oppressing us, the moment our people start protesting in there, then our people here in Italy will start protesting in mass, so that we will now educate the younger Italians, the younger people, what is happening in our country. Those people will now join us, that we will now use their own youth who don't have the information of what is happening there. When we will start showing the youth, their people, what their governors and this thing is doing, they will not join us to say, leave us alone. By that, the country will use shame, and because of the respect of the way they preach the rule of law, the human right, they will shamefully and leave you people, you get your freedom. You said to me that we don't need other country to come and help us to fight another country. It's like living in bondage to enter another bondage. And this is the reason, when after listening to the man, we have a very quality conversations. He lectured me on so many things. He said that, do we have any lecturers, those that, all those are novelists? He said that why these things are going on, they are the ones that will be publishing novels of what is actually happening in that very continent. And they will bring it to international bookmark. He said at first, they might ban some of the book, but they will keep on publishing it. Even when they put ban on that very, there must be people that will continue buying it, violating that very ban. At this junction, you are creating awareness, you are taking actions, and you are making a demand. And by the time these things is being done, then those, our children, most especially those abroad and the ones that are giving birth, we will try to lecture them, tell them what the Europeans are doing. Then we will put that mentality, the African, think about home first. The moment we start this, we will get our freedom. Our freedom will be achieved without shedding of blood. He said that if we want our leader to be released, that the power lies on the Biafrans, the people that he is leading. The people that he is leading, the people are the people who will demand for his release, not the lawyers, not any country. He said to me that there is no country on this planet Earth that will come out boldly, out physically, to call for the release of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, because he is fighting to have his own country. Any president that is coming to call for his release has people that want to break away. Because they have people that want to break away, they will not speak up. But when you rise up by yourselves, the fear of nobody will kill you. He said that the fear will hold the state, and you will be released. Now, I am passing this information to you for you to understand that this is the right time for you to demand for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. It is not a matter of thing of sit at home. No, it's not a sit at home. You can't use sit at home to get MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra referendum. He said that because I explained to him that what of the sit at home we are doing in Biafra land. He said no. He said according to what I just explained to him, that Biafrans are the people controlling the economy, which means the Lagos are being controlled by the Biafrans. The most of the other part of the country are dominated by the Biafrans. He said that if such sit at home should be held, it should be held outside Biafra land. Why Biafra will be, the people inside Biafra will be doing their market. The ones that are contributing for the economy of the other people should get that sit at home to destabilize the economy of the other people. While your own economy is stable, is moving, then those people will now see the impact and see a reason to come to a negotiation. These are the things our people need to know. He said that you don't cripple your own in order to punish your enemy. That if the enemy wants you to be crippled, now you are doing that by yourselves. How will the enemy feel? They will feel very happy. They will encourage you to finish yourself by yourself. That is why whenever you want to strike your enemy, you have to be very, very calculative. You have to be very, very careful so that you will not hurt yourself, so that you will not get yourself, you will not kill yourself before your enemy, so that your target will be how to bring your enemy down, not how to bring yourself down. Now you see the reason why I ask Biafrans and lovers of freedom, how can we fight for the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? How can we demand for the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? How can we make take action that we hit Nigerian government in their kidney? How can we hit Nigeria in their liver? How can we pump this blow on their eyes for them to get blind? How can we break their nose? How can we remove their teeth? This should be the what will be on our right table. And this killing ourselves, celebrating the death of our own brothers should stop. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is MAP Eziokwu 1 in Biafra land, and I welcome you to the program. We are here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. We are not here to tell you what you want to hear. We are here to tell you what you need to hear, what you're supposed to hear. That is why whenever you are on this platform, I want you to come with your brain. I want you to come with your brain, your thinking faculty. For us to get MAZI Nnamdi Kanu released, for us to get Biafrans, you don't need to be in peace with the Fulanis. You don't need to live in peace with the Yorubas. You don't need to be in peace with the Hausas. There must be a band on them. There must be a territory bound. When the band is on the territory, you cannot be able to go to their land and go and do your business freely. They cannot be able to come to your land to do their business freely. Automatically, you don't need any person to interpret to them. There is a problem. He said to me that guerrilla war, you can't win a government with a guerrilla war. He said that you can't win a government with a guerrilla war because the government will do everything to wipe any other citizens to get you down. You see it? You need to be doing something fire for fire, and eyes for an eyes, blood for blood. If Biafrans can come together, if we can make a demand at this point, starting from evicting the north in our land, let them evict the ones, our own people that is in their land, then I will know that we are serious. How can you be living in peace, be doing business so comfortable with your enemies, and they will tell the world that you are not you are enemy? How can you be so comfortable, be living in peace? No, of course. That is why I am telling you, for those of our brothers in Niger Delta, like Ishekiri, Jos, all those people, you always say, give excuse that we have not sent any delegate to come and see them. Does it mean that you are the one that sent delegate for us to start to rise up? Why must you be waiting for delegate for you to fight for your freedom? Why must you be waiting for someone to send someone? Since you know that you are being under marginalization, you are being taken for granted. You don't need me to come to you before you rise up. If truly If truly you desired freedom, you test freedom, you will rise up. You will do something as a rugged guy that is looking for freedom. Nobody tells any person to send person, nobody send any delegate to any person that is hungry for freedom. Once you are thirsty for freedom, you will rise up and fight for your freedom. Now, those of our brothers and our sisters that believe in one Nigeria, I believe that you have seen the result of one Nigeria. Why can't you come out and say, oh, I am sorry, let us fight this thing. I never knew that it is like this. Now I have realized, I have known better. You don't need to hide the shame. People like Magnus Oraka, people like all these bloggers that always carry obedience. You have seen that Nigerian judiciary, Nigerian INEC, Nigerian politicians, Nigerian cabals are much corrupt, that nothing good can come out of them. Why can't you do the needful? Demand from us, Nnamdi Kanu. Let us fight this fight once and for all. And let me tell you, whether you like it or not, I am here to tell you the truth. And the truth is only thing I will tell you. Investing, building, developing anything without your freedom, there is 80% chance of losing everything. That's why I can tell you that it's better for us to suspend development and fight for our freedom for now first. Because there is a stage we develop rich. When the war will broke out, all those things, you will even collapse, seeing your properties going down. That is why you need to suspend anything now. And first of all, put the fight for freedom first. And if you don't have land and you got mat, where will you put the mat? MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is suffering for me and you today. And all some of you can come here listening to me. You are here yapping rubbish because your brain have been damaged. You have a rust brain. Sorry to say so, but that is the truth. The hour has come for us to fight. The hour has come for us to demand from MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra referendum. What every Biafran should be demanding from Nigeria today, what every Biafran should be talking about today is the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra restoration, a referendum. Ask yourself, for how long are we going to continue like this? Do you think that we are going to live like this forever? Every day, from bad news to bad news, killing every day. Ask yourself, for how long will this bloodshed will continue in our land? If you want these killings, this kidnapping, these atrocities that is going on to stop, all we need to do now is to stand up and face the real enemy, which is Nigerian government and their agents, and they crush them, bring them to their knees. That is why I am calling on every one of you. The hour has come. You see the reason. At this junction, your pastor should be at forefront, demanding for the referendum and the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. No pastor should be prophesying now. No native doctor should be prophesying now. This is not the time of prophecy. This is the time for actions. I expect every reverend father, every pastor, every bishop, every prophetess, every native doctor, every person that has a population followers to rise up. Come now. Let us do something for our people. The religious leaders, this is the hour to prove that you care for the masses, not pray for them. Nobody in Biafra land needs prayer today. What people in our land need today is total liberation. Somebody to lead them to this fight. And you are called the leaders of the mouthpiece of the poor masses. You are the one to lead the masses. Tell them, look, this is no longer a something we will be praying. This is now something we will come out. You connect Father Mbaka, Ebube Monso, Zions, Indaboski Bowese, and what is it called? Lord choosing. All of them, take your followers, come out. Let us dig this thing once and for all, because your followers are suffering from it. What I am passing through today, your followers are passing more worse than it. This is the time for you to show that you truly you are a man of God. Read your Bible. According to your Bible, the men of God in the Bible fought for the freedom of their people. The even Moses you are celebrating today led Israel out of Egypt, according to the Bible story. Most of the priests prepare Israel for war. Why can't you people emulate the Bible you are reading to fight for this freedom of Biafra? That will give you everlasting peace and protect your people and reduce you from this hunger strike you call fasting and prayer. At this junction, your preaching on Sunday service should be referendum. Go and fight for your freedom. The time for you to be free is now. That God say fight for your freedom, not God say go and fast 100 days. This should be what will be going on in your altars to ginger and wake the spirit of our youth to move and fight for the freedom of MAZI, Nnamdi Kanu, and for Biafra restoration. Not the other way around. Look at Biafra land. Everything is turning upside down in your own very eyes, and nobody is speaking up. Everybody pretend as if everything is okay. Are you going to fold your hands and say we are okay and allow our people to suffer for the rest of their life? Go to our hospitals today. Cancer, liver problem, all manner of sickness have taken over our land because there is no good hospital, there is no hospital, there is no facilities to take care of the patients, to treat people. How can a patient spend 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the hospital because there is no equipment to get the person treated? And you as a reverend father, you as a human being, you think that it is normal. That is the nature. Of course, it's not a nature. It's not normal. You are suffering today because you don't have freedom. You are suffering today because you have not liberated yourself. You are suffering today because you have not fight for what belongs to you. You are suffering today because you have not possessed you have not possessed your possession. You are suffering today because your rights have been taken away. You are suffering today because your birthright have been taken away by another person. You are suffering today because the land that filled with milk and honey, the God the Chukwokikabiama gave to you, have been taken away by the enemy, and you are sleeping. That is why you are suffering today. You are not suffering today because you don't have what it takes to be good, to live a healthy life. You are suffering because you are a coward. You are suffering because you cannot fight. You are suffering because you have made yourself a cripple. Why? Meanwhile, you are walking, you have 2 hands. You are suffering because you are afraid to do the needful. Why are you suffering? You are suffering today because you have refused to speak up. You are suffering today because you have refused to use your brain. A coward, they say, die many times before they are dead. For how long will something happen to you before you will realize? Can you tell me what you have done to free MAZI Nnamdi Kanu for Biafra restoration? You can't can't be a Nigeria. You can't be suffering and be waiting for Nigeria government to come and help you. That's why I say to those who are telling me, sympathizing with the Nigerian military, to stop it. Stop it. You are not doing something good. You don't need to sympathize with your enemies. For those of you who are looking to have a free landing, trying to make peace, trying to make Nigeria, trying to prove to that you're a good guy, you're a good person, you are not a good person before your enemy. You don't need to show your enemy that you are good. You need to show your enemies the rogality in you. You need to show your enemies that you are a dreaded, very dangerous, inhuman. You must show your enemies your potentials. That's why I don't make friends with any Nigerian persons. That's why once you, how can the Nigerian, you are trying to let them know that you are killing, you are innocent, you are not violent. They are painting you black. They are calling you murderers. You don't need to listen to them. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu said, and I quote, that he will not pay the Nigerian journalists a kobo for them to write good about him. What he means is because when he will start doing something, his good will now force them to write the good. And the latter happen. So don't expect the zoo, now that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have been kidnapped, don't expect the journalists to start writing good about you. No, of course. They are their own media warrior. The Nigerian journalists, the Nigerian papers, BBC, Sahara Reporters, Channel TV, Punchline, Vanguard, these are the media warriors of Nigeria government. And you don't expect them to write good about you. That is why you need to prepare yourself to confront them. You don't need to let them know, oh, we are good. You will give to them the same way they give to you. Fire for fire, bomber to bomber. Give it to them. There are some certain things that will happen. In as far as that thing happened to them, you don't need to come and clarify yourself. You don't need to come and be debunking it. You don't need to come and say, oh, it is not us that did this. It's these people. No, you allow them to say the rubbish they want to say. After the rubbish, they will continue suffering. This is how we're supposed to be. Making them to be looking more confused. And there are some certain things they will report. If you don't debunk it, you don't say anything, the world knows the truth. The world, when they will report finish, the world will not see them as foolish as they are, because they are going to, like the one of a Biafran National Guard. The mottos, everything was written boldly with capital letter, Biafran National Guard, the Biafran Army. That have shown that that is Biafran National Guard, led by Innocent Orji. It has nothing with it to do with IPOB. So you don't need to come out to be telling them, we are not the Biafran National Guard. We are not of the same. No, you leave them to show their foolishness. You leave them to show their stupidity. You leave them to show the world how foolish they are. Because they are foolish. Nigerian media, when you, as you have me as one of the IPOB media warrior, that is how Nigerians have Vanguard as their media warrior. That is how Nigeria have Sahara as their media warrior. That is how Nigeria have BBC as their media warrior. You don't expect those people to tell the truth, to tell you what they are passing through. You must be expecting them to fight you. And that is what they are doing. That is why we need to re-strategize, where we are releasing our own arsenal. They will be in the state of confusion. They will be dragging themselves. That is why I said the time for us to demand for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu and they give it to them anyhow they want it. We don't beg. You cannot use a beg to achieve freedom. Freedom is not gotten with a please give us freedom. No, freedom is being achieved by, I need this freedom. You say no, you cut the hand that is holding the freedom. I want this freedom. You say no, you cut the hand, you take it by force. That is why it is written, the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and only the violent take it by force. Your freedom must be taken by force. according to the Bible story, they tell you that when Moses go to the Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh, allow my people to go, Pharaoh said no. And immediately they apply actions. Killing the first son according to the story, swallowing the snake of Pharaoh. All these things, what those things, those stories, those illustration is telling you is that you cannot get your freedom by mere place. Oh, I want freedom. Please, we are innocent. Please, we are non-violent. Please, we are gentle. Please, we are donkey. My brother, there must be a bloodshed before Biafra will be restored. Anyone telling you there will be no a bloodshed, the person is just telling you bunkum. He's telling you lies. If you don't share, this is a Biafran flag, right? This is red. What does that red stand for? That red stands for your blood that you sacrifice for your freedom. Why every freedom fighter put on red cap, red beret? Why do you think that IPOB, this polo, red color, is mostly what IPOB use? Because it goes with blood. It goes with blood. You don't achieve freedom without blood being shed. And that is why any country you see without red, that country cannot move forward. Example is Nigeria, green, white, green. There is no red, no bloodshed. That is why the country is in a mess, because you don't value it. You don't know the importance. If you know the importance, if you have worked towards it, if you sacrifice something towards it, you will know the value. And you will know what it stands for. You don't need to come and tell the world, oh, the zoo terrorists in uniform that was that meet their Waterloo in Omolako, Mambana, that are not involved. You don't hold the zoo explanation. You don't hold the zoo any explanation. It's none of your business how those people meet their Waterloo. They meet their Waterloo. If anyone call you, ask the person, was I there? Go investigate. Simple as that. For those of you who will not say, oh, MAZI, you need to pity them. They are somebody's father. They are somebody's uncle. They are somebody's husband. If you know you are somebody's father and they sent you to go and kill somebody's father, and you carry your AK-47 and go there, automatically you need to die. If you know you are somebody's uncle and they sent you to go and kill another person's uncle and you agreed, they need to kill you too. So don't tell me that this and that. If those people did not meet their Waterloo, what happened in Enugu where they slaughtered 3 Igbo youth, innocent youth? Have the people that are telling you they don't have hand in the slaughtering of the zoo terrorist uniform in Imo State, have they make video of the 3 boys that was killed by the same Nigerian army in Enugu State? That is to tell you that these are the hypocrites. We don't need such people as a freedom fighters. We don't need them in our midst. We need men. Zero heart. Zero pity. That is why MAZI Nnamdi can say, I need men. Mandi na akpọzi onwe ha onye gbacha mkpụrụ mmiri ọ sị gị ya celebrate freedom fighter, not a celebrity. Ya na celebrate. How can a freedom fighter be a celebrity? That is to tell you that there are some mkpụrụ mmiri low mentality in them. I hate such rubbish. I don't take such people as a freedom fighter. I see them as a drug addict. And I don't take them serious. That's why when people send me the bastard's number, I delete it. I can't imagine myself having any conversation with such an animals. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Like I said, I am sorry. I just entered the spirit because some of you don't know. I said 30 minutes and I will open the line and I have taken almost 1 hour. I apologize for that because the spirit took over me. Let me put the number for our people to call in case you want to call in. You are free to call in. The number to call is +393512957752. You can see it on the screen. You can call on WhatsApp. You can call direct line so that we will hear from your own side, because this time around I will not be making a much longer program. I will be making it very short so that our people will be able to listen to it. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is MAP, Iziokubundo 1 in Biafra land. Come in, let's hear your own contribution and what you have to say. If you have questions, feel free to ask your question, but don't be stupid while asking questions, because we are not here to entertain idiots. We are here to educate ourselves and to learn from each other. I am not here to tell you repent. Our actions will force you to repent. Okay, water. If you wish to join through the link, you can equally do so. You can equally do so that I will hear from you on your own side of what you think you can offer, not scammers. We are not here to entertain or to be giving you false hope. We are facing the reality, and the reality remains that we need to free MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. We need to fight. This time, we must not wait until MAZI Nnamdi Kanu come out from DSS dungeon to come and tell us what to do. We're supposed to know what to do at every given time. We're supposed to fight at every given time. We're supposed to show MAZI Nnamdi Kanu the kind of men of timber and calibers we are. We're supposed to do it. Not the other way around. Not the other way around. If you cannot fight for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom, when will you fight for him? If you don't fight for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu freedom now, is it when he comes out, you will now come and tell, Onyende, we are ready to go. Onyende, we are ready to go. You are ready to go right now. Let us go now and free Onyendu and Biafra restoration. That is why at times some people say, MAZI, you don't know how to talk. I take the leadership. The time for you people to take over the mantle and fire the restoration of Biafra. From now, what you people hold Onyendu is an explanation once he comes out. Just explanation. Here is the reason. Do you want to tell me that if Onyendu is no more today, you will not be doing like this? You need to show fire force. You need to set the zoo ablaze. You don't need to pamper the zoo. Everywhere is supposed to be running helter-skelter in the zoo. We don't need peace. You don't need it. We have been patient enough. For how long will you be this patient? Is it when Onyendu give up before you now to start afresh? Do you know that your action today will double Onyendu's spirit? What you do today will make Onyendu's spirit to be more high. You need to show Onyendu that you can be more active in calculation, that you have what it takes to pilot. Onyendu can even come out and see the directions and your actions and the things you are doing. Onyendu will say, wow. In fact, ride on, let me have a rest. Continue it. Right on. All you do is just have a rest. You will be showing the world, shaking everywhere. That is the quality of leadership. That is the quality of leadership. That is the kind of men we need. That is the kind of things we want. Not every time, I beg, Ohanese Igbo is begging. Igbo leaders is begging. Igbo politicians is begging. Igbo governors is begging. Every person in Igbo's land is begging. You will not join them to beg? No, of course, you don't need to beg. Everybody must not be a beggar. You don't need to call UN, United Nations, all these people that put us in this mess. You don't need to call them. You don't need to tell them. Your actions will force them to do the needful. The things we wrong. There is something we call it. You wrong things. I have the first caller. Greetings from here.
Hello, Mazi.
Ndewo.
Mazi Ndewo. Biafrans ana m ekene anyị niile. Anyị ekene gị Chukwu maka ụbọchị taa. Ị na-anụ ihe m na-ekwu?
Go ahead, the word is listening.
Yes, Mazi. Yes, I should go on.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, you see, Mazi, yesterday when you were making a program, I was like, wow, so somebody can actually come up and speak up the truth. When that guy is out, is it not madness? I don't really understand what is wrong with that. That guy say he's a saboteur. Even sometimes I was like, is he not a paid agent to come and destroy what we are doing? Because a lot of people have lost interest and moved to autopilot because of his actions. Because I was like, is his head really correct on what he's doing? I don't really understand. Anyway, I thank God that you have seen the truth and you have come up to speak up. And I believe that other people will also come up and see what this guy is doing, that he's destroying this movement, that other people will come out and speak up the truth. Ndewo Mazi, almost say Biafra, whether they like it or not. Dalu Jisike, my dear. Take care.
The boy, whenever I speak, who is this one? Who is MAP to speak? I beg, the matter should come up from another person's mouth. When you neglect my word, end of the day, you will bear the consequence. And I will tell the leadership, if they like, let them turn a blind eyes and a deaf ear. Our people are not taking it as a joke. Our people are not taking it as he is a nobody. Our people are seeing it that the leadership is speaking through him. And there is no any reasonable person. There is no any wise person that will listen to such bingo, such lunatic. I don't do that. But that is not why I'm here. But I must tell the leadership the truth. They are making a very big mistake for allowing that small boy to take Mburumiri to be using the name of DOS and IPOB to constitute such. Go to hell. So at this point of time, Biafrans need to demand for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu release. Biafrans need to make something to make sure that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is released. The release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafrans' pan. It does not lie in IPOB alone. The Biafrans, those that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu take because of them and be inside prison, going to 3 years now, if they can rise up and make a demand and speak a volume and bear the consequences and take actions, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will be released. and Biafra referendum will be given. How can you be so comfortable with your enemies? How can you be relaxed be comfortable with your oppressors? How? I ask you, how do you do that? How do you manage to do that? I ask you, how do you manage to live to eat and dine, drink and wine, do everything with your enemies, your oppressors? How do you manage to cope? Have you lost your sense of reasonings? Why can't our people rise up and do something in different way? The video of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu I played here. The voice of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu I played here. He said that IPOB did not come to do what people have done. IPOB have not come to do what people are doing. IPOB have not come to make themselves a celebrity, to become well known. IPOB has come to change the narrative, to bring a new things, to bring a new dimensions, to put things in order, to do something in IPOB way, not in your own way. And he said that we must be truthful and honesty. And that is why I am AP. Is being truthful and honesty. And I am on the right direction. I don't come to IPOB to please you. I come to IPOB to give my own quota, to make my own sacrifice. If my leader, the priest that you can see, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, will be for inside one room for complete 2 years and be counting without giving up, without compromising, that alone should be your courage, should be your motivation. That alone should make you to rise and do the needful. He has proven himself beyond any doubt. He has showed himself. He has showed how ruthless he is. He has showed the world that he cannot betray his people nor exchange his freedom with a peanut in the name of money or anything with material things. Now, you are there. You are afraid of because of your one-story building. How much is your one-story building? You are afraid because of your bungalow. You are afraid because of you had 100 million investment. But you are not afraid that things will go out one day. I have the second caller here. Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Thank you, Map. This is MAZI Emeka. I'm calling you from Germany.
Go ahead.
I have some questions for you, and I don't necessarily want to, interfere or argue or debate your answer in any of these questions. And I hope you take these questions as I want to ask you. Number one, in your world of freedom fighting, do you respect someone who sympathizes with the enemy or the one that takes out the enemy?
I respect the one that takes out the enemy, and I don't respect the one that sympathizes with the enemy. Thank you.
Do you have permanent friend in your world of freedom fighting, or do you have a permanent enemy?
I don't have permanent friend, nor have permanent enemy in freedom fighting.
Do you agree with me that it was Nigeria that dressed Nigerians in Biafran uniform and sent them to Calabar to rape women and cause mayhem in order to blackmail Biafran people?
That is what I read according to the history. I am not yet born during the war, so that is what I read as an history, and I believe that.
Having read that and having believed that, do you think that Nigeria have changed that strategy when we talk about the present day in the seat at home? Do you agree with me that Nigeria sends people to kill innocent people in order to blackmail Biafra or someone they perceive as their enemy?
Of course, I know they are doing it.
Thank you very much.
Any other question?
No, I think you have answered all my questions, and maybe people decide on the question and the answer you gave. And like I said, I'm not here for a debate, but if you call me for a debate, I will absolutely accept it.
Are you an autopilot?
If it is fair.
MAZI Emeka.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, MAZI Emeka, yes. If I can hear you very well. If you ask me a question, can you repeat it, please?
No, I said that you are an autopilot.
No, your voice is breaking. I have to call you right away.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I think the network will be better now.
Okay,
please.
I just ask you, are you
What was your question to me?
Are you an autopilot?
I am a Biafra, and I believe in the strategies of Simon Ekpa. Absolutely 100%.
That means you're an autopilot. I don't have any debate with you for now because today is not for debate, and I will let you go. But you see how I answered all your questions.
You answered it to because when you attributed, like I said, if you call me for a debate, I am in for it, and okay. I'm here for it. If you give me the time, but if it is about cutting off, I would rather prefer the answers you gave. Let the public debate or let the public decide, because I find it absolutely belittling when it comes to you, to the people, the type of person I think you are. When Nigeria go to the market, kill people, destroy people's businesses in order to blackmail the sit at home that the people of Biafra put in place to, pressurize Nigeria for the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and you somehow, find a means to say that if Simon Ekpa stop, killing civilians, like in your previous program, killing civilians and doing all these things, that you will support him. I don't know why you suddenly, deviated from knowing the real fact that it's actually Nigeria that is killing civilians in order to blackmail the movement.
MAZI, at that junction, I disagree with you. I know Simon Ekpa's boys. For example, the one that called himself Gentle Yahoo, Mr. Ifeanyi. You know him, right?
No, but I don't believe Simon Ekpa has
do you know him? Yes or no? MAZI, when you ask me a question, I didn't beat around the bush. I go straight to the answer. Why I cut people off is when question is given to you, instead of you going straight to the answer, you start giving an excuse. That's why I don't like autopilot people. They are behaving like Christians, Christian pastors. They don't have answer.
But
I just mentioned a name.
For example,
I just mentioned a name.
Wait a minute. For example, now, maybe someone somehow, somewhere, committed something. I said it is in your name. Should I, MAZI Emeka, believe yes, it is on your name because the person said so?
But you are praising the person and you confirm that if I praise the person and confirm that the person
I asked you because I'm not praising anybody. Even the person you mentioned,
can you answer my question? Can you now
the time I heard about Simon Ekpa's voice was from Anambra State governor.
Listen.
I don't know if you're taking a word from him.
Listen, I asked you a question and you refuse to answer.
Anambra State Governor Soludo.
Emeka.
That was the person who went on Nigerian television and talked about Simon Ekpa boys.
Emeka.
I don't know any person that can be called Simon Ekpa boys. I don't know a group like that exists. I'm telling you about a group that I know. I know Eastern Security Network. I know Biafran Liberation Army. I know these people. I don't know any group called Simon Ekpa boys. Someone can commit a crime and put it on your name. You have to know the country you are fighting against. It's called Nigeria. It's called Nigeria. Every evil is possible in Nigeria. If Nigeria considers you as their enemy, there is no evil beyond them. There is no evil they cannot do. Do you remember some of the times, even with our leader, when our leader do put sit-at-homes, they do kill people?
You see why I cut people off in my you see why I cut continued. Do you see the reason I cut people off in my program? Because when you came to this program, You asked me, if I'm not mistaken, about 4 or 5 questions. And I answered you all of them without beating around the bush. And I just asked you one question. You don't even allow me to land. You start beating around the bush, giving excuses. You see, that's why I tell you that truth is far from every autopilot person. The same way truth is far from pastors in Nigeria. That is the same way truth is far from you.
Which truth are you talking about now? Not to make ambiguous statements.
Okay.
What is the truth you are talking about?
Now,
Let us see the truth
for me
you are talking
to
about.
tell you that you just make a lot of noises here, can you tell me the question I ask you that make you to make all those statements?
You mentioned the guy, you said, you talked about Simon Ekpa boys. And I'm
Can
telling
you
you that there is
mention
nothing
the
called Simon
question
Ekpa
I
boys.
ask you?
That I have only heard about that name from a Nigerian politician called Soludo. And you are taking the name from a Nigerian politician. The second time I'm hearing this.
Do you hear it again? I asked you another question now. You didn't say anything.
Now, I am asking you, did you take the name from him or do they exist? And I'm telling you about the group I know.
Emeka, what is my question to you? That is my question. What is my question to you?
You talked about a guy.
I did not talk about a guy. I asked you a question. Can you repeat the question?
About a guy whom you said is Simon Ekpa boy.
No, I asked you about somebody and I asked you a question about the person. To tell you that you don't want to answer the question, that is why you don't even know question I ask you. When you don't know question, which answer are you giving?
That the person is Simon Ekpa boy? Didn't you say that?
Do you want me to play you a video? Do you want a video?
No, let us wait this before we go to video. If it's about video, I can also watch because I have the time.
Now,
okay.
Now, can you give me your ear?
Do you say the guy is a Simon Ekpa boy or not?
Yes.
We are not talking about truth.
No, I ask you, do you know the person? That is my question. So person.
I don't know the person.
Good. And now I will listen and listen attentively before I will let you go. You hear me? Because at beginning you speak maturely, and I don't want us to end it in a very disastrous way. Now, the guy called Gentle said that he is a non-gun man. And I want to ask you, is a non-gun man Eastern Security Network? MAZI Emeka.
Do you have the video? Can you
MAZI, no, answer me first. Answer me first. Answer me first. Is a non-gun man Eastern Security Network?
Absolutely, unknown gunmen, we don't know them. That is why they are unknown gunmen.
Thank you.
Eastern Security Network is
just the answer is yes or no. The answer is yes or no. Is Eastern Security Network?
I don't know unknown gunmen.
Thank you. Is Liberation Army set up by Simon Ekpa unknown gunmen?
I have told you I don't know.
Now let us watch this. Let us watch this video.
Can you take my answer for it?
Wait. I want you to watch this video on a platform MAP Kibia. Or on a platform on yours. When I told you that you don't, before you come to this platform, you must be well informed. If you are not well informed,
don't take a victory tour. What you have to do,
wait. We collect this gun from you people. Nnamdi Kanu did not.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
And you connect it to Simon Ekpa, okay?
Listen.
Don't send me a video of someone.
Wait.
Like I told you before.
Listen. Let us watch this video. There is a lot of people watching us. Can you pay attention and watch this video? Let us hear this guy.
They call the zoological government.
Please,
we collect this gun from
yourself.
Mute
yourself, please. I don't want to be hearing myself back.
But make sure I'm hearing it from the audio. Let me hear what the person says.
You must be hearing it.
If it is
they call the zoological government.
If it is real, I will tell you.
Oh, you wait now.
Because we have seen this video before. We have seen this type of things before.
Wait now. Let us watch the videos. Wait now. Stop making noise so that you will not tell me you didn't hear it.
They call the zoological government. We collect this gun from you people. Nnamdi Kanu did not know us, and we did not know Nnamdi Kanu. All we need is Biafra.
Copy.
Holding Nnamdi Kanu there can never solve this insecurity. Holding Nnamdi Kanu there can never solve this problem. The only way to solve this problem and to stop insecurity in this land is for you people to release Nnamdi Kanu. Failing to do that, we will keep on collecting guns that belongs to you people. And we'll be using the same gun, to be killing you people. And we will keep on killing you people. Nothing that you people can do on this. All no reason you not meeting. ECOWAS, selfish people, idiot and the harlots. If you people are reasoning very well, the only thing you people are to do is to call for a meeting and ask, how can you people solve this problem? Not by carrying a more tanker up and down. We're flying on the air. Let them put body this time around. I'll bring them down.
Copy.
If they put body this time around, I'll bring them down.
Copy.
Gentle the Yahoo must bring them down.
Copy.
Let them put body. Thunder, fire all of Unadia. You people doesn't reason. You people doesn't think. You were told because of selfish or cultists that you people blow together with Hausa and the Fulanis. That's why you people are doing nonsense. You can't plan. You can't reason. Nonsense, people. We are fully ready for you people. A simple man. And I must bring this Nigeria down. Nigeria must fall. Holding Nnamdi Kanu there is causing more problem. Problem upon problems. Understand? Nnamdi Kanu doesn't give us anything like gun. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't even know where we are. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't even know anything about us. Understand that? We decided it on our own. We are the unknown governments. And the government belongs to us. Hence, we are in our eastern region. The government belongs to us.
This government. This government. This government.
This government belongs to us. Thank you and thank you.
MAZI.
Yes.
Is this person Eastern Security Network or Liberation Army?
I don't know the person in person. Personally, I don't know him. And I heard him. If I heard him clearly, because I'm hearing from the call, so maybe maybe you have heard him clearly. You may explain better to me. But I do hear when he said to release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, that keeping him there is causing more problem, and they are unknown government.
Now, answer my question. Is this voice you hear now Eastern Security Network under Simon Ekpa or the Liberation Army under Simon Ekpa?
As he's speaking now, I know Eastern Security Network and the Biafran Liberation Army, more especially, have uniform. Again, if you ask me a question, somebody today, maybe, that is why I asked you if you have a permanent friend or a permanent enemy.
You have not answered my question. I love people.
And we choose to do a better thing tomorrow. This is where I asked you if you have a permanent friend or a permanent enemy.
MAZI, that is not an answer to my question. My question goes again, I will repeat it again. Is the person you hear his voice now under the Biafran Liberation Army, according to under Simon Ekpa, or Eastern Security Network under Simon Ekpa? I want, if he is not of the two, you say he is not of the two, then we move to the next level. We are not here to...
Okay, now, but do you know the question you're asking me? You take an individual and show me his face. And
my brother,
if
you cannot answer my question, simple. When you came here,
I don't know this person in person. How about you?
When you came here, you start bombarding me with questions to show you that anytime.
And these questions are fact-based questions,
and I answered you all of them.
The fact is
now,
that
the question I asked you here,
we are correct, but in reality, you are not practicing your answer. That is why I said, no need for a debate. Let the listeners decide. Okay? You made a permanent enemy in freedom fighting. You support what somebody are doing. But still, that person who is doing it is your enemy. In other words, you have made for yourself what looks like a permanent enemy, but your answer said you don't have a permanent enemy. How can you reconcile this?
Now, can you now answer my question? Because you cannot skip it.
You keep on going on a rhetoric question. This is a rhetoric question.
No, I need an answer.
From somewhere and ask me if the person is Simon Ekpa's army or not. That's a dumb question.
Now, if you don't know the answer, you say you don't know because the
I'm telling you, I don't know this person in person. I don't know him in person.
In other words, wait, you are beating around the bush.
Does it make sense?
You are beating around the bush.
Should I know everybody in Eastern Security Network? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Your question doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. You see why I tell you that I did not, this program is not for debate. I was just making my normal broadcast. And I am lecturing. You just jump in and say that you are ready for debate. You are this and that. And listen.
Everybody listen very carefully.
No, listen. I don't want to cut you off.
I believe in the wisdom of
I don't want to cut you off.
Because the answers you gave here is absolutely in opposition to what you are doing.
Listen.
When Nigeria set people up on street at home, they kill people, they kill women, pregnant women, and you accuse it of someone else. That is where you are making a big mistake. And you are saying that you are aware that Nigerians dress people in Biafran army and if you accept that, why do you not accept that Nigeria is raping and killing our people in order to blackmail Biafra? Why do you accept one and leave the other?
Emeka, can you? I have seen that you are not ready to answer any question because you know nothing. Let me just prove you. Wait. I don't want to use an offensive word. Can you just keep quiet? Can you keep quiet? Can you keep quiet?
Pull somebody out.
Can you keep quiet? Can you keep quiet? I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. Behave yourself. You are in my program. Stop making noise.
Trying to explain their genuine cause, they misspoke. We are all humans.
Listen, Mr. Man.
Listen,
I will cut you off if you continue making noise.
I don't need to know everybody in
Listen, I will cut you off if you cannot behave your mature because I have seen that 99.9% of autopilot, once they are talking, they don't have control of their mouth.
You keep coming with insults.
Can you shut up and let me play you a video again? Can you just shut up because you know nothing? Shut up, please.
Now you are insult goes again.
Listen, shut up, please. Listen, shut up. Shut up and listen so that you can answer the one. Now,
you are the one giving to yourself.
Can you
the vice president of this zoological country, and he not the one visiting the Boko Haram? You don't ask yourself question.
Now, Tinubu is now Biafra Liberation Army. What the person is this group with Biafra Liberation Army or not? Emeka?
Are you playing video? Are you talking to me?
No, I am asking you a question. This particular video you are seeing on the screen, is this
the
Liberation Army?
Can you give me 1 minute to answer you this question you asked now?
The answer is yes or no. You don't need 1 minute. The answer is yes or no.
Okay. Now before I answer you the question, you must remember.
No, I don't need the excuse.
Today and do something different tomorrow.
Listen, what I ask you,
for a permanent friend in freedom fighting.
What I ask you,
you are showing, even I don't know the context of the video because every video has context. The reason he said the first one he said has a different context. The reason this video was made has a different context. If you put the two contexts together, they will be saying the same thing. In other words, he was wrong in the past and it's right now. He is welcome. You have diverted from this struggle as a before. And I'm giving you the same platform. If you come back, you will be welcomed. That is what freedom fighting is all about. You don't have a permanent enemy and you don't have a permanent friend. But you have chosen the path of having a permanent enemy. You praise somebody for fighting against the enemy. But the same person is your enemy. How can you reconcile your answer with your behavior?
How do you find yourself in this platform when you know that your brain is empty? How can you just jump in? You don't see any platform you will go to. You come to. Come on, get out from here. How can this zombie He upon all the platform. He don't see any platform to go to. His MAP platform. Knowing how loaded, how rugged MAP is, you just come with empty head. We will come with a very empty head brain. You show up then on my platform. Debate or be ready for debate. Simple question he cannot answer. I don't need you again because you cannot answer question. You cannot answer question. I don't need you.
Now you got the phone off and you are praising yourself.
I don't need you.
Why not go by fact?
I don't need you. Simple question. Is this Biafran Liberation Army? You cannot give answer yes or no. You don't even know your group and you don't know the people you are dealing with. What makes you a freedom fighter? You cannot be proud of the people you are working with. You had the guy say that he is a non-government. This is the same guy, is the Liberation Army, Simon Ekpa is posting everywhere. This is the same. That is why I want you to answer the question. Because if you non-government is not ESN, or non-government is not a Liberation Army, but you are parading on non-government as the people you are using. You must be intelligent before you come to my platform. You cannot carry empty brain and you arrive in this platform. This platform is not a Dundee platform. If you are going about other platform and you will go there and you will be, this platform, once you come here and you are not well informed, you will disgrace yourself like Emeka. See how Emeka, simple question. Do you know this guy? You start preaching like pastors for me. Is this a Biafran Liberation Army under Simon Ekpa or ESN? Simple question, yes or no. You are preaching, you want to use 1 minute or 30 minutes to answer yes or no. This is Onongo man. The same Onongo man you say you don't know is what your leader you say you are following is parading as a Liberation Army. And I play you the 2 videos when you hear them loud and clear. Now, when I tell this autopilot bingos, I don't want to, this program is not for them. This program is not for them. But they will keep on coming. You want to show yourself. Imagine a full grown-up man don't know who he is following. You can go to other people's platform and be claiming, not in my platform. This platform is a very big platform handled by MAP. Platform Simon Ekpa with common debate, fact and figures. Or Simon and Simon. You cannot even hear simple and correct English. You cannot even hear ordinary Igbo. Which language do you hear again? You don't even know the people you are following. They launch your squad and they show them on social media. You don't know them. You see them, you don't know them. Simple question. Is Onongo men Eastern Security Network? Yes or no? You cannot answer. Because you know if you say that Onongo men is not Eastern Security Network under Simon Ekpa, if you say that Onongo men is not Simon Ekpa's Liberation Army, this guy used his mouth to tell that he is the Onongo men. And he here now is putting up the Nigerian Biafra Liberation Army under Simon Ekpa. And you don't use your sense. So some of you, okay, because I make this program without mentioning that he said that he think he can take me unaware. He will just take me unaware. Any day you see MAP come to live program, add him well sophisticated, well equipped Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Somebody, you keep on quoting somebody and you keep on praising yourself. That is foolishness. Be a man and debate me. You called for it.
What is debatation? Can
Be
you
a man.
wait? What is
Now the question is now?
No. Listen.
About it?
Listen. Can you listen to me? You come to this platform.
I know. I asked you a question. Somebody saw you yesterday and he become known today. What is your big deal about that?
Can you shut up?
Stop all this yourself praise. It is good.
You see, the problem of autopilot is they don't know the cons and pros of any program. How can you come in somebody's platform? You start making noise. You start talking without sense. You don't have sense. We have our brother here, Metusela Wane Mekisedek.
Yes. Meloa, this thing from here.
Okay.
Paul, are you hearing me very clearly?
Loud and clear. The world is listening.
I want to ask, is this what you agree? Because I just joined you like 10 minutes or 20 minutes ago, and I want to ask, is it a topic of your program, or the guy just came and started asking different things, or is he asking based on what you are teaching? I just want to know.
No, he just come and divert my teaching and start asking me, because I was lecturing on another thing with the mind for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. So he thought that maybe he would take me unaware, and he just bring issue of Simon Ekpa and the rest. Say that he want to debate.
I know their trick. I just want to. I know you are smart on your own way. Anybody that has never been convinced today now need to bring for sacrifice. You don't need to start, trying to, bring evidences like what you're asking. He's not answering nothing. These are charlatans that are supposed to be used for sacrifice to appease to God of our land when the time comes. The only thing advice I have to give is that, please, don't allow these people to divert their attention. Continue teaching it. Just be strict. Anybody that call, let it be based on what you are teaching, because sometimes they want you to begin to talk about an irrelevant thing. The person that mean no harm. The idiot that is claiming that this is their group. I just want to give them information which I'm going to make known tomorrow. A lot of people have been killed in Mbano. House is burned down. As me and you speaking, there's a lot of military presence in those areas. They are going house to house, searching to see whether they will see youth. This is how Nigerian government behave. If they come to the spot where things happen, they don't give a shit about whoever they see along that area or whoever that is living in the vicinity. You understand? So these are the plans, and I believe those that will happen. Probably one or two of them may be supporting this criminality, and now to affect them. So the only advice I have to give you, like what you are asking, sometimes I thank you for being a little bit patient, because you keep on holding. If I tell you how the thing is so annoying, and at the same time I know other people that are watching who have their brain, it will be so annoying to them. You ask question, he continue, dragging so that you will cut him off. He's just looking for an opportunity to tell you that you are bragging. You have to brag. If you didn't praise yourself, who will praise you? Who will praise you? Talk to yourself anyhow you like. You are the best. You are the most important person in the world. What is the problem with that? Does it stop him from being what he is? So he's looking for an escape route. Please, just don't give this people an opportunity to begin to divert attention. Our people are very ready to listen to you, and at the same time, the direction you are going, we don't pass that stage. I bet.
Exactly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Our people, Mahamu, some people, Ibiana program, platform, Mumado, Ibidu Timpu can capture. We have another caller here. Welcome to the program. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Olè.
Udonachi.
Buonasera.
Buonasera, fratello. Come stai?
Bene. Famiglia?
Stiamo bene, stiamo bene.
Allora, prima di tutto...
Parliamo inglese così... Scusa un attimo, parliamo inglese così la gente possono capire quelli che parliamo. Qui non è italiano, capisci?
Oh, capito benissimo. Udo maroba. So, deka metu one name metu zede ndo so wacha na. Emana these people. Ihe a niile nwoke ma na-eme ịma enwere ike ịgbakọrọ ndị be ihe a niile ndị a na-eme. Ọkwa efuru mma kpọchara gị ahụ ọ bụrụ ịma na IPOB o anyị na-ekwu ụta ahụ o si wee dapụta ụta ahụ o si wee dị ka anyị ga-ekwu ya. David Umahi Nwike Asari Dokugbo, these people are the people in our community this news as ma ihe ha ji wee were nwoke ma okoko anọ na Finland wee na-eme ihe a niile ha na-eme before ha ihe kpopụta mmadụ ole na ole ha kpopụtasịrị nọ Biafra because ha chọrọ ime Biafra ọrụ niile Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nrụ ka ọ dị ka ihe egwuregwu n'anya ndị be anyị. And ọ ya wụ the meaning iwọchi ya mgbe ọbụla Simon Ekpa m kretiri ofu n'ụzọ na-ekreti na social media ije na ijele nke ewu ọhịa ije na ijele channel wọchị otu o si eme attack odoghị ya na ihe awụwụ complete plan. Uche Okafọ mefọ obi ewu these people that are involved of this in Ihoneme day. But one thing Nneme ha ka ha mata or grantee mu a na-enye ha ncha niile wụ afọ ime adị ekpuchi aka dịka obetu nsi wee gwa gị aya cross ole ebe a niile ma ọ sọrọ ha ọ ga-akara ha mma na ha ncha niile fọkọtara aka tie aka n'ofu ite jee gwa ndị iro anyị si Nigeria government ha let them obey their court order and release our leader.
Exactly.
Any other thing on the more than that, ma onye ukwu ma onye nta ha like ya ha mewa since yesterday night agwa mmadụ ole Nigeria soldiers mgbugoro na ebe anyị ndị America and ihe ahụ the reason why ozugbo ha mechara dị na o mee video today m just now watch video ya ebe ọ na-akọwara ha another location ebe ọ nọ ha chọrọ ya the other place. The next knows all the Nigeria army agada ihe ahụ plan ha calculated ha mapụchara those area ha mapụchara out. But thank God na this our leadership the US these people knows ihe ndị a niile mere ji ọ dịka ha na-eme until but ga gbara ha the TV ọfa ha nchọka onye ukwu ma onye nta na onye nta ma onye ukwu na onye nta gbawa mbọsa ga-ebido dakpọ ya bụ ọsọ dịka isi wekwu ya dọda the one something time na ihe anyị ga-ebidogoro n'ebe anyị nọ otu anyị gbakasịrị maka na ụwa niile anyị ga-ebidogoro ebe agbawa ya bụ ọsọ bọsa anyị ga-agbudo ha na ndụ. So jisi ike nwa Chineke don't mind the okoko. Daalụ maazị.
Almost I have already rounded up just for people to call so that I will hear people's opinion. Nyaka empty brain or snafia be meka ndị a na-akpọ. MAP, you have suffered. HM no nwere enwe brain autopilot. One, hapo, popo, no break, nothing like paragraph in their talking. They don't even listen to themselves. That name, autopilot, is affecting their brain. Once they are speaking, no stopping. They don't even care if the person are listening to them, if their voices are coming out. Please make it snappy. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Welcome to the program. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mazi.
Good evening, watching. Okay, go ahead.
You see, the thing is that my advice is to the DOS. And my advice for them is they should just get prepared. They should get prepared.
Your advice or your suggestion, your opinion.
listen what I'm saying.
Wait, make it very clear. No, you have to that's your statement. I don't know where. Your advice or your own opinion.
Okay, let me say my opinion.
Put it your opinion. Okay, your advice.
Let me use opinion so that it look more mature. They should get prepared in the sense that they should engage everybody in the sense that we should start contributing more and stockpiling. Hello?
Getting to the word is listening. Can you repeat what you just said?
And get preparing ahead of what is coming.
Can you repeat what you just said?
They should get us alliance. They should get us good alliance so that these people will not take us by surprise. Because I'm on ground. I'm in Biafran and I am seeing exactly what is happening. Those in diaspora have more advanced method to get us those at home more prepared. I can categorically tell you that everybody on ground in Biafra land are willing. The only thing where they home is expecting is for those who are our leaders to get prepared, not that they should supply us equipment, no. They should be prepared financially and get an alliance that can feed us for 100 years combating these people, because with that, the whole West Africa will shift.
Thank you, MAZI.
Then Africa will learn.
Thank you. We have heard your opinion. And I want you to know that the leadership are not sleeping. And they are not Jews. They are not Jew men. They are not confused people. They know what they are doing.
Yeah, I know.
They are in charge of the game.
I know. Now, let me just say this last one, just 1 minute. So let it be known that the sit-at-home enforcement is not done by our people. It is done by the army. The armies, they form and they come inside town and wear black upon black with some autopilots that are involved. They are the one making this kidnapping and every other thing. They after this recent problem that happened in Imo State was innocent people that was forced to wear army uniform and was killed. And so it was only one person that was not burnt. This was staged. It's a Nollywood film that was acted, and Hopus Zodema is aware of it. He was part of it. He's aware with the Nigerian army. And this idiosyncratic crazy guy that used to come out as a Biafran army nonsense. They are all in plan of the whole thing. So our people should be aware of it. And we should not also trust Enugu governor. That man have cockroach in his cupboard. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. And God bless you too. I want you to know that IPOB leadership is not working with any politician, not to talk of trusting anyone. They are working with what they have, and they are 100 steps ahead of the game. They are in charge of the game. So your opinion and your message have reached them, because I know one or two of them is watching. Thank you and remain blessed. Let us think this person will be the last caller. Welcome to the program.
I'm watching it.
They will go ahead and make your contribution. Please make it snappy. Udonachi, I cannot delay listen. From the number, that is why I'm not again.
So, Ian Chagway, I know what I'm Ian Chagway, and I don't know if I never why I make it. You do, but I'm Umuano Mana, Umuano Mana, phone. papa etie n'ihe unu akụziri anyị ha divert attention unu biko ka m na-eme ọzọ onye a divert attention gị n'ihe na-akụziri anyị nwa enwe na n'ebe a nwa ihe anyị na-ege so anyị na-enwe ihe anyị na-ege n'isi unu so akpọọ bụ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-azụrụ azụ hapụ ma na-agwa anyị ihe ha na-agwa anyị ọ bụrụ na oche ikwu ihe a n'ihe ị na-ekwu nke ọtụ anya abịara ime debate maka m na-eme abịara ime debate area nọ na-anwe ebe echọrọ anyị aga ebe a na-aga ihe a ka ji akpọ gị biko ha ga-agbachiji attention unu na-agba na ihe anya chọọ mesị kpọrọ gị na-agwa gị ihe eri a ka echekwa unu na-agara anyị anyị na-anụ ya ọtụtụ ndị be anyị na-asị anyị na-egere ntị anyị na-ege ntị anyị n'obodo ụmụ anụmanụ na-ege ntị anyị na-egesi ntị ike maka anyị na ihe na-eme ebe a anyị ga-esi ya gwọrọ mgbọ ọtụtụ ha bịa n'obodo a mebie ihe n'obodo a abịamebie ihe na ha kwụrụ ebe a mebie kwụrụ ebe a lụba ọgụ emebie gba ọsọ ụmụnne anyị tara ahụhụ ya so ọ na-ewute anyị too much anya jụ mbọ ọrụ na-alụ Chineke gozie ọnụ ọfụma
gozikwa unu ndewo daalụ ndewo appreciate you and other callers with MAZI Metu because their mission is to distract the topic and take away whatever we have said here so that our people were now thinking that they are this and that. And I believe wherever the small boy called Emeka is, who said he based in Germany, he might be, maybe, I believe not letting go something. Or Mechenya watch earlier this broadcast, and he will see how foolish he sound on this broadcast. Ablom somebody get taken unaware. And this platform, Ablos platform, what I need is smart, will reduce you to zero. Because he never knew that no laptop can jam a program, or no phone can jam a program. Or the laptop here, na everything load on him. So that's why Njibangwoli believe him, because if I don't treat him that way, he would say he came to my platform and he challenged for a debate and I run away because this and that. That's why I give him, I wanted to let him go, but he keep on calling debate. He asked more than 4 questions and I answered all of them within 2 minutes. Once the question is landing, I answer it straightforward. Now I give you just small question that the answer should be yes or no. You are making a sentence. No. There's no human being in autopilot. Believe you me, there's no any reasonable human being there. All of them are they are brain damage. And our people, I will be rounding it up here. I salute every one of you. I remember my humble self, MAP is Yokubundu 1 in Biafra land. Anytime you are coming to this platform, know that you are coming to a platform of a great man, a man that is well prepared, well sophisticated with wisdom, and everywhere you want it, I am well loaded. So don't come to this platform with empty brain. Don't come to this platform with the I hear say, when you don't know the activities of whom you are following, please. Don't come to this platform. It's not meant for you. And when you are far from the truth, please don't come to this platform. This platform is under the command and control, under the leadership of IPOB, under the Directorate of State, under IPOB. Everything we say here is how it is. We don't add nor remove. We say, tell you the truth. We debate with fact and figures. If you know that a question will be given to you and you cannot be able to answer it, you will be beating around the bush like a confused autopilot. Please avoid this platform. It's not meant for you. You don't have the capacity to be here. So stop coming to disgrace yourself and your family in this platform, because in 1 billion of you cannot make any reasonable point here because you are empty vessels. That is why whenever I sit here, I sit with full confidence because I am a man that is well loaded. I know the people I'm following and I know the activities. I know what they are doing. I can defend them with fact and figures, with everything they are doing. That is why when you see me here, give me the question. When you say you have question, you can see me. I will not panic. I will just relax. Bring it on. Because you can only ask according to your brain. You cannot supersede your brain. So I want to use this opportunity to send this message and a warning to every autopilot to please go and learn. You can go to MAZI Metu and learn so that it will be delivered. Come to me, I will lecture you, I will deliver you. Go to MAZI Osoji, he will lecture you, you will be delivered. Go to Biafran child, he will be delivered. The one that Chalugo will deliver you. If your brain approaches evangelist, Madabuchi, the fearless evangelist, he must open it for you. Then, you're under course. Then go and listen to Radio Biafra. MAZI Jonathan and Machineke will now reform your brain. They will bring out your brain box, wash it with this spirit. Your brain will be clean, and they will fix it back to you. You will get brain. You will start reasoning like a human being. Okay, this is my message. Stop jumping into a platform to disgrace yourself. You people must learn something. Don't stop killing our people for crying out loud. On this note, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless every IPOB media warrior, bless the leadership of IPOB, bless MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Please, if you did not start afresh to listen to this program, please start afresh. There's a lot of points, a lot of things you need to pick inside. Don't pay attention to the scallywags that jump in, all those brainless amoebas that don't have anything to offer. So I want you to start afresh, listen to this program. You will learn a lot. I am MAP Eziokwu 1. We are not two. One, if not IPOB, it will never be IPOB. God bless you all until I come your way again. All must hail Biafra. IPOB, one family, IPOB, rugged.